Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Alfa binti Kuzaini and my metric number is DMS191005. Today my fellow friends and I would like to talk about Eid al-Fitr celebrations. Hari Raya al-Fitr is a religious festival celebrated by the Muslims in many countries. It is also known as Eid Hari Raya al-Fitr or Hari Raya Puasa. This festival marks the end of Ramadan, which is the holy month of fasting, when people abstain from eating, drinking, smoking, and other things that can invalidate their fasting. On Eid, Muslims end their fasting month with the celebration of food, donation, and forgiveness. Typically, on the first day of Hari Raya al-Fitr, there are joyful celebrations that are loud and raucous, after a month of existence that is totally well deserved. This day usually also a national holiday, so children and working adults can spend time with their family without worrying about formal obligations. Without further ado, let's talk about the first main point, which is wearing traditional baju kurung and baju Melayu. It will be not fun without new clothes. On the first day of Eid, Muslims tend to dress up beautifully and gracefully with traditional baju kurung and baju Melayu. Women typically wear the baju kurung, which is the traditional Malay dress. This ubiquitous outfit comprises a knee-length long-sleeve top and long skirt. There are many variations of baju kurung, including modern variations which can be more fitted and have details like bell sleeves, pattern hems, and twisted skirts. The fabric used ranges from the traditional songket, which is hand-woven strip or cotton material, silk, satin, and cotton in batik, which pastels and bright colors. On the other hand, baju Melayu, which is worn by men, is a long sleeve shirt with a stiff raised collar worn with kain samping, which is made from batik or songket. Kain samping is folded around the waist over a pair of loose trousers. The shirt is fastened together by removable buttons called butang, which can be made from silver, gold, or precious stones. To complete the look, headgear called songkok is also worn.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Imran bin Zahir Rizal. My mentor number is DMS192005. So for my part, in the al-Fitr traditions, I will give the second tradition and the third tradition. So next, I will like to share to you the second tradition, which is at prayers. At prayers are prayers that are done individually or in congregation, usually in the mosque, in the early morning of al-Fitr and al-Adha. The prayers are sunnah muakkad, which is highly recommended because Rasulullah SAW stay with the Hari Raya prayers. Usually at the prayers are slightly delayed compared to the Adha prayers. The wisdom of delaying the al-Fitr prayers are little is to allow the opportunity for those who have not paid the zakat to fulfill their obligations, and it is sunnah to eat first before going to the mosque. On the other hand, Adha prayers are encouraged to be time to give more time for sacrificial slaughter, which is called korban. Muslims are also sunnah to take a shower and cleanse themselves. It said that is every time a gathering take place, a Muslim is sunnah to take a shower. Once done with the sunnah shower, they will cut their nails, wear clothes, and spray a bit of perfume. In addictions, visiting families and friends' houses are one of the main traditions during al-Fitr. During the month of al-Fitr, Muslims will go to families and friends' houses to celebrate together. This the most basic things they do when we celebrate the al-Fitr. We are going to visit our friends or our auntie and uncle house for celebrate together. In Islam, Allah SAW strongly encourage his people to visit people because it can strengthen bond as Muslim. Furthermore, we are advised to always maintain good manners when visiting other people's homes so that the host does not feel burdened and have a pleasant time attending the visitor. Why? Because when you visit other people's house, you must have some manners. You have control your attitudes because people see your attitudes. When you have no manners, so people do not like that. Because when we want to get together, celebrate together and gathering to celebrate the al-Fitr, when you have no attitude and you show bad manners, people don't like it, especially your uncle and auntie. B. Some would go to their hometowns to visit relatives or friends they can see daily and spend the time catching up with each other, while the kids would play among themselves, eat kuih raya and ask for duit raya. So as for duit raya is common in Malaysia because once you celebrate al-Fitr and Adil-Adha, the auntie or the uncle will give the kids duit raya, the money which is we call duit raya. So this is the favorite thing, as we know when you celebrate Adil-Fitr. So that's all from my part. I will give to the next presenter. Thank you.
Last but not least, during the first day of Ramadan, family members will get together after donning their newly bought baju raya and will spend the early hours of Eid seeking and asking for forgiveness and blessings from the parents. Personally, I look forward to this tradition every Eid. Although Islam taught us that we should apologize and seek forgiveness daily, I find it very hard and embarrassing to apologize to my parents on normal days. Plus, growing in an emotionally distant family, showing my vulnerability is a very hard task for me, especially to my parents. That being said, when Eid comes around, I am more than ready to sit on my knees, hold my parents' hands, and tell them whatever I want to say. It's a tradition I hold dear in my heart and what makes Eid special to me. Eid would not be complete without this tradition. In a nutshell, Eid al-Fitr or Eid al-Fitr is a month of celebration, a gathering with our friends and families to show gratitude towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala following the previous month of reflection. This holiday serves as a great reminder for us Muslims to be grateful for what we have. Although this year's Eid is celebrated differently for the majority of us, it should not bring down the joy of Eid. And we must be grateful to once again experience this wonderful month with our loved ones, regardless of the distance. That's all from our group. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Selamat Hari Raya. Maaf Zahid dan Hati. Assalamualaikum.